Hi, this is Barry Blaine from GetMyXBackTips.info. Just wanted to share a new tip with you today that I got from my good buddy T-Dub Jackson out of Arkansas. It's really a great idea. What he sent me was this idea to get your ex back at gunpoint. Now, keep in mind, this is not with a gun, it's with the impact of being at gunpoint. Now what I want to do is I want to illustrate this to you with a little story. Let's say it's Saturday morning and you head out to the grocery store, pick up your things, and you get in the checkout line. Right in front of you is a little old lady. Just the sweetest little old lady. You can smell her perfume. You start visiting with her and she tells you about the weather, and you start talking about her roses. Have a good time in line. You get finished checking out and you go on your way. Your next stop happens to be at the bank. You walk in the bank, and teller line's long, and you step up behind another little old lady. You had such a good time at the store, you start visiting with this one too. She tells you about her cats, and the topic goes to the weather, of course. About that time, you both hear this big boom at the back of the bank. You swing around, and in the door comes this guy with a shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun. He's swinging it around, screaming at the top of his lungs for everybody to hit the floor. You dive to the floor, keeping your eyes on him. He starts walking right towards you. He walks past you, headed to your teller. You turn your head slowly, and then you see her. On the floor right beside you is that sweet little old lady. Tears streaming out of her eyes. Her hands are quivering. She's shaking all over. You reach out your hand, you take her hand in yours, and you squeeze it lightly to let her know everything's going to be okay. Now here's the point. 30 minutes from now, do you remember the little old lady in the grocery store? What about 3 months from now? 3 years from now? I'll bet you remember that lady from the bank. You will probably remember her the rest of your life. You'll remember the look in her eyes. You're going to remember the color of her eyes. You're going to remember the tears streaming down her face. The difference was the impact of the moment. When you get that opportunity to have a first date again, you've got to take advantage of it. You need to make impact. You have to have those passionate, powerful moments. You want your ex to remember you 3 years from now. You want them to be with you 3 years from now. That's our tip for today. If you want more tips, you can come over to the blog. There's a link right down here below. I'll also introduce you to T-Dub. He is a super guy out of Arkansas. You're going to love meeting him. Come on over to the blog. We'll talk some more. Take care.